Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Super Gaming Minute, the channel dedicated to all things Nintendo and gaming. Today I thought it'd be fun to go over some extremely obscure and weird games from the 3DS era. It's always fun learning about games from popular Nintendo platforms like the 3DS, weird games and obscure games that we may have overlooked in the past or just paid no attention to before. And if you're like me, the weirder the better. Okay, maybe not that weird. Today we're going to go over 5 of the mostly forgotten and weirdest 3DS games that I could find. Don't forget to comment down below any weird 3DS games or any weird Nintendo games in general that you guys came across in the comment section down below. And with all that said, let's get right into the video. The Denpa Men is an augmented reality game developed and published by Genius Sonority. It was released in North America on September 27th, 2012. In the Denpa Men, the player captures funny-looking creatures called Denpa Men to form a party to explore dungeons. Using the Nintendo 3DS's camera, Denpa Men will appear in the player's surroundings when near a Wi-Fi signal or by scanning a QR code. Denpa Men differ by name, color, appearance, and abilities. Combat follows the traditional role-playing formula with an auto-battle option. Other common role-playing elements that appear in the game are treasure chests and item shops. It's like Pokemon Go, but instead of catching Pokemon, you're catching weirdos in skin-tight leotards who sometimes have antennae on their noggins? I don't know. The Binding of Isaac is a roguelike shooter RPG where players will accompany Isaac on a quest to escape his mother, who has been given a message from God with orders to kill her son Isaac in order to show her love for him. The plot is based on the biblical story of the same name and was inspired by creator Edmund McMillan's religious upbringing. When Isaac's mother is about to sacrifice him, he escapes to the basement and fights through random roguelike dungeons. The player defeats monsters using Isaac's tears as projectiles and collects items which modify his appearance, attributes, and abilities, which can potentially create powerful combinations. Also, there's like a poop dungeon, so if you like poop dungeons, this one's for you. Alright, poop dungeons aside, how many times did I say poop dungeons? Anyway, this game is a fantastic roguelike and always finds a way to keep the player engaged. If there's any game on this list I would urge you to try, it's definitely this one. The thought of a high school student becoming president in future Japan is strange enough, but once you add in the revenge plot and mech suit, that's where things take this shoot 'em up to another level. The gameplay isn't the weird part of Liberation Maiden, it's definitely the story that takes place. A century from now, a war-hungry nation known as the Dominion attempts to annex Japan in order to drain the land of its natural energy. The Japanese government decides that the best way to combat this threat is to adopt a Metal Wolf Chaos brand of foreign policy. Give the president a giant mech, thus the government is restructured, the prime minister position is dissolved, and a president of New Japan is elected. Unfortunately, President Yoshihiro Ozora is assassinated before he could fulfill his duties. In what was the only sensible decision for the sake of national security, his high school daughter Shoko is elected second president and charged with piloting the Liberator Kamui, an aerial battlecraft that draws its power from nature. I'm dead serious when I say this. The game is strange to say the least, but you could argue that anything from Suda 51 is a little acid trippy. And what's going to be the most well-known IP on this list would have to be WarioWare. Seriously, any Wario game, WarioWare or not, could make its way onto the weird Nintendo game list and no one would argue its validity. The games are weird, and this one is no exception to the rule. If you've never played a WarioWare game, it's basically a collection of over-the-top minigames ranging from who can tickle the armpit faster to who can pull all the nose hairs from a guy's face faster. It's weird. Fun, but weird. That being said, the games are solid and it's fun going through all the minigames and trying to reach the best score or best times. If you have never tried a WarioWare game, here's your reminder to do so. The last title on this list is Crush 3D, or Crushed if you put it all, the words there together. Tells the story of Danny, an inquisitive character who volunteers to test his friend's amazing CRUS H machine, or Crush. This weird invention gives him amazing powers to explore his own dreams and fears. However, the machine soon becomes so attached to Danny, it traps him in his own subconscious. And now Danny needs you to help him escape by literally finding his lost marbles. Packed with the best gameplay from the original Crush game on the PSP, plus a whole host of exciting new 3D features reminiscent of Super Paper Mario on the Nintendo Wii, where you can change the landscape from 2D to 3D platforming. As weird as this game is, the game is exciting, fun, and also very challenging. Alright guys, and that's going to do it for me over here. I hope you found a game or two that you haven't heard of before and you're excited to possibly give a try. Don't forget to like the video and share it with a friend who's interested in weird and obscure Nintendo games, and of course, the most important thing that you guys can do in order to help the channel grow would be to subscribe to Super Gaming Minute if you like talking all things Nintendo and gaming. I've got a new live thrifting series where I take you guys on a journey with me, starting with a $50 bill and thrifting my way up to a PS5, and I'm going to be giving away that PlayStation 5 to a lucky subscriber, so subscribe for your chance to win the system and also to catch up on all the videos. Hey, if you guys want to keep the conversation going on hidden gems and Nintendo oddities, click right here to check out my NES Hidden Gems video. Thanks so much guys, and as always, keep on gaming.